Hello, my name is Suin and I'm currently a student in year 12 at BIS 73. And I'm the new head girl of the school, and today I would like to talk about my studying experience and hopes for the upcoming year. Well, my general expectations of next year, I think I'll be much more busy next year. I will probably have to be busy with a lot of IAs and E's, but at the same time, I think I'll have some free slots during the school when other students are taking their HL classes. So maybe I'll get some time to, relax in the school time. And there's currently a planned trip to Altai, which I'm excited to go with my friends and students of the younger years too, and with a couple of teachers, which I'm very excited about. And next year I want to enjoy as much as possible my last year at the school, and yeah. So I have very high hopes and aspiration for the upcoming year. First of all, I would like to foster a positive and inclusive environment where each student can thrive emotionally, socially, and academically all at the same time. And I think it's important to create a supportive environment because it really helps the students not only academically but their overall experience at the school. And second of all, I want to improve the communication system and the collaboration between student, teachers, and the school administration, and by facilitating an open feedback system where all students can freely give feedback to the teachers and address their concerns. I think it will really help improve the school towards a positive direction. And lastly, I want to emphasize the engagement and involvement in different school activities like extracurricular activities, because it really helps the student not only become a more well-rounded individual but building a school spirit together to foster a sense of belonging in our community. I think that's really important. Quite scared to start my EE, which we were introduced last week. I think it's a really big project, and I think a lot of effort goes in primarily from myself having to start the research and having accomplished the experiment itself. I think it's really hard to combine all the research together, write it down, work on it for a while, and keeping focused on it. And a lot of IAs will be coming next year too, which is what I'm quite scared of. But most of all, I think I'm scared with university applications. I'm currently still deciding where I want to go and being more focused on narrowing down what I want to do in the subject that I'm interested in. So I'm quite scared for that, writing personal statements, applying to universities, getting messages back, and yeah, I think that's what I'm scared of. To become the head girl and take this responsibility primarily because I wanted my last year of high school to be a rewarding year, and I also have my passion to leave a positive impact in the school environment. I think that's what drove me to apply for this position, and I wanted all the voices to be heard, which is what I'm probably going to be working towards mostly, and yeah. Okay, so I think obviously I do have to mention the academic work. Obviously, they like to choose someone who is academically excellent in terms of their studies because it's important to be a role model. So, and in this school so far, I think I've achieved quite high grades in the recent assessments that we have had. And also leadership quality is really important to exemplify to the teachers to show that you are capable of making decisions as a leader and taking everyone as a regard of your community when making decisions like that. For example, when I entered the school, I opened the MU1 club with a couple of my friends where we were getting students to be involved in the debate club, and we were leading this club for a while now. And there's also the science club, math club, and a few other clubs that I'm also in charge of. And also I think service work is quite important. I am currently the president of the National Honor Society, which is a service club where we work towards fundraising programs where we collect money and donate to local organizations, for example, local orphanages and local housings for the elderly. And I think these are some of the qualities that are really important to be as a head girl. Obviously, leadership is the most obvious quality that you would need in order to make these decisions and enact on implementing such feedbacks coming from the students. But I think listening skills are one of the most important things and what I value the most in this position, because I think it's really important to for the students to have equivalent voice, so the younger students should also have a chance to voice out their opinions and give their feedback, their concerns within the school environment. So I think being able to listen to everyone with empathy and respect for whoever they are is quite important. Regarding their, for example, identity. I know everyone is a different individual here and everyone's from different backgrounds, different cultures growing up, and it's quite important to consider that, and being able to listen is very important too. So I'm currently the head girl, and the head boy is Arseni, my partner, and we always work together whenever Mr. Meadows gives us tasks or when we have things to do as a group together. And it's really important to have a partner working together. We always help each other because, especially going into year 13 and end of year 12, we are really busy in terms of academic work too, and sometimes it's really hard to make that space in our free time to allocate for our works as head boy and head girl. And whenever we do need help, we always comfortably communicate with each other in terms of where we need help and where we think the other partner can help us. And I think that's one of the keys in working together as a team together. And there we also have our senior students team, where we have the deputy head boy, deputy head girl, sports coordinator, and other more. And we had a meeting today recently about graduation, and we're always communicating, working together in these meetings, freely giving opinions, working as a team together towards implementing our plans. Well, I talked about this in the head girl interview too. Even though I was only here for not less than a year when I applied for head girl, I thought I wanted to apply because of all these things that I wanted to achieve through this role, and I really stressed it to Mr. English and Mr. Meadows too. But I think since the beginning of the year, I've always wanted to start my own club, and I've done this through, like I mentioned before, the MUN club and a couple science clubs. It was an experiment club for little kids to come in. I wanted to inspire them with my passion for science, and a few math tutoring clubs too. And I think these clubs kept on getting me running and towards this goal of, I guess, improving the school community itself, because they didn't have many clubs when I first came in, and I kind of wanted to foster this positive environment. And the academic work came from a lot of support from the students too. When I first came in, it wasn't hard to approach my friends in year 12, which I feel very lucky about, and I think that's what got me to the position. In conclusion, I hope me and Arseni, as the head boy and the head girl of the school, achieve quite a few things, and implementing those plans that we talked about and pursuing our role with the qualities that we've mentioned. And I'm really looking forward to next year achieving these things, and I hope I meet you again next year and I will be able to talk more about it.